everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be tips when hygiene shopping. I wanted to share my tips with you guys because, as I've said probably a million times on my channel, I am newly into hygiene. Well, I've always been into hygiene, except I just recently got like super crazy big into hygiene, and now every place I go I have to pick up a hygiene item. And I just want to share my tips with you guys in case you are getting into hygiene, or you want to like learn how to find like better finds, or whatever the case is, you want to save money. This is a video for you, so please stay tuned. Okay, so my first tip is to always go to clearance/discounted stores. This is super important because what I found, like going to like Ross, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls, Burlington, places like those where you can get things like for a discounted price, is that you can find a lot of good finds, like hygiene finds, that you cannot find in like regular like supermarkets or like grocery stores, like maybe, you know, Walmart, Target. If you have a Kmart, I don't know if Kmart still exists, but I know the website does. Anything like that, you can find so much better finds going to these discounted stores. So check those out. Also, who doesn't like saving money? You can save so much money by going to discounted stores. Like you can get things for like half off. Like, it's so crazy, it's amazing. I always go to Marshalls and Burlington. Those are my two favorite. Now my TJ Maxx just personally isn't that good. They're mainly like for makeup, whereas my Marshalls is like mainly for hygiene. I don't know if that's like how it's supposed to be, I don't really know, but I always go to Marshalls and Burlington. I just recently found out about Burlington not that long ago, literally after Christmas, because my mom knows I'm into hygiene. So I got a lot of stuff of hygiene stuff for Christmas, and my mom told me she went to Burlington, and I was like, Burlington? I was like so confused, because as far as I was concerned, Burlington is known as the coat factory. So I was like really surprised that my mom like got me a ton of like Shea Moisture and stuff like that from Burlington. Like, I knew they sold like other things, like other than coats, like clothes and like furniture, but hygiene and like beauty, I did not, it just wasn't clicking in my head that they could sell that. But definitely go there. That is one of my newly favorite places to find hygiene items. They have a ton of Shea Moisture stuff. Now, if you're lucky enough, depending on your area, you can find so much better finds. Me, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Okay, so anyways, like I was saying, you can find so much good things depending on your area. Now, everybody's Marshalls, Ross, Burlington, and TJ Maxx is completely different. That's why it's also important, which I'm gonna probably do this tip next, is to always go to different stores. Try not to stick with the same stores, or if you do go to like Marshalls, try also going to Burlington, TJ Maxx, and Ross all on the same day. But that's only like depending on how like big you are into hygiene. Like, I personally, like when I go back home and I have my car, I go to every single hygiene store possible because I want to get all the good finds. I love trying out new products that I've seen on YouTube, or like viral stuff on TikTok, stuff like that. I really want to get my hands on those, especially at a discounted price. So I always go to all of them. And more than likely, like, so I've like found out, is like going to all of those stores throughout the same day, you can find so many different items. Like, what one store holds, another store might not hold. They might carry the same thing. So it's like a really fun like scavenger hunt, because you also never know what you are going to find. Sometimes I go and I don't really find anything. Like, I just pick up like 1 to 2 things, and then every now and then I am spending like $50 to $100 in these stores at a time. So it's just really fun. Like, also, just another tip is just have fun with it. That wasn't on my list, but always have fun with hygiene shopping. Try out new things. That's really exciting. Yeah, it's just like a scavenger hunt. I don't know, I love it. I don't think personally, like, when I go hygiene shopping and I don't pick up a lot of things, like, it was a waste of money, because hygiene shopping to me just really brings me a lot of joy, whether I find something or not. Just like going on a scavenger hunt, not knowing what I'm gonna like find today, it's just super fun. Even like I said, when I don't find anything, some days are like better than others. Sometimes I go to Marshalls, Burlington, Ross, TJ Maxx, all those stores, and I come out of there with so many good things, and I'm like smiling from ear to ear. It's just really fun to me. So also, like, just have fun with it. Okay, so another tip of mine is, it's really important, especially when you go into discounted stores, because I don't know why, but when people go into discounted stores, they love sticking their fingers and stuff, and they love like taking the film off of products. I don't know what that is. Like, we just was not born different. We was not raised different, because my mama would have hit me if I did something like that. Like, that's disgusting. That is not okay. So always check your products, because there's been times where I've bought in like jars like these, which are like body butters and like body scrubs, and they have been opened and used. And I have a really hard time doing this in stores because I get so excited and overwhelmed that like I forget to check my products in store. Another tip, which I got from someone else's video, which is super important, is also grab from the back, because you never know what someone did with the first one. The first one's always the one that people pick up. The first one's always the one that people, you know, take the lid off, smell, you know, so always grab from the back. That one's I'm trying to get into. I don't do that one. I always grab the first one, but I need to get in the habit of grabbing from the back, just because it's just more sanitary, because no one really touches the stuff in the back compared to in the front. Especially now with COVID, I think that it is even more important that you grab from the back. But yeah, always check your products. Another example is that I had bought a Pacifica lotion, like moisturizer, and I have been recently getting into Pacifica. I love Pacifica. Like watching like hygiene videos and like TikTok and stuff like that, it has influenced me to buy Pacifica, and I personally have found that I love Pacifica products. So I had bought a Pacifica moisturizer that I wanted to try out because it was on sale for $1. So I was like, of course I want to try it. Now this is an example. This isn't it. This is the Dirty Works body scrub, but it was like a bottle like this. Okay, and it was on sale, and I did not check it. So I got home, I washed my face, wanted to try it out, and I started to squeeze it at the bottom, like you do like with these type of products. Like you squeeze it at the bottom to get the product out. Well, little did I know, because I did not check, the product started to come out at the top right here. The product's supposed to come out right here. So why did it come out right here? Well, because someone in the store, I guess, took scissors, or maybe like an associate or something was like using the box cutter, and she cut through, or he cut through one of the products. So that was a waste of my money. It was only $1, but still, I could have saved $1 had I had checked before I had bought it. So always be mindful of that. Also, just because you don't want a product that someone has stuck their finger in, because you never know. You don't know where these people have been. You don't know what these people have done. You don't know if it was some little kid who stuck their finger up their nose and into a product, or up their butt and into a product. Like, I don't even want to think of the different possibilities of where people's hands could have been. And then, you know, you sit here, use these hygiene products on your body. Yes, you rinse them off, and yes, they're like supposed to clean your body, but like still, that's just disgusting to me. So always check your products, just so like you can avoid situations like those. And another thing is to always make sure that it has a film on it, because you don't want to buy a product, which has happened to me before, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. I bought a product in like these type of jars, did not check it, and it literally came like this. Now this one did not come like this. I've actually already used this, but like my example is that someone had actually used my product that I had purchased, and I paid full price for it. I guess like the associates haven't like went through the products, because most of the time, this isn't all the time though, but if you shop clearance like that are further discounted at a discounted store, most of the time it's on clearance because it is like been tampered with, meaning someone took the film off, someone stuck their finger in it, someone used some of the product, you know what I'm saying? So I still paid full price for a product that someone had literally scooped their hand in and used it. And I didn't take it back because I have anxiety, so I didn't take it back, but I lost out on like $5, I think. So just always check, because if you're like me and sometimes you get anxiety from returning stuff, you just save yourself so much time and money just by checking. Now also, be mindful that not every single product that comes in a jug like this is going to have a film on it. Like for example, the Dove exfoliating body polishes, they do not come with the film on them. If you go to Walmart, Target, wherever they sell them, oh my gosh, wherever they sell them, you can literally open it and like see like the product. It doesn't have a film on it, so literally anyone can have touched it. Like, just be mindful. But you can also tell like if someone used your product, regardless whether or not it has a film on it, it'll just look brand new. It just won't have like someone's finger marking on it, or it won't come like this. This you can obviously tell someone used it. So just always pay attention to your products, because like I said, I think it'd be really upsetting and frustrating to get home after you've already paid full price for an item and find that someone has already used it. And then you have to spend more money because you have to spend gas money to return it. So just also be mindful of your products. Okay, so this is going to be my tip 3. So I actually wrote everything down. So read what you are purchasing. Read what you are purchasing, because I have an example with this exact thing. I'm using this as an example for everything just because it's in front of me. But I purchased this Dirty Works buttery salt scrub. Now, when I first went into Marshall's, I seen the lid, didn't even read it because I just know this lid. When I walk into Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Burlington, if I see this type of design or product, I already know that it's Dirty Works. I already know. And considering that it's in a jug like this, I have the body butter already. So I seen this product and I just pushed it away. I was like, oh, I don't need that, I already have it. I didn't read what it said. And that's why it is super important to read your products, especially if you're big into hygiene. And maybe you're like me and you want every single little item for each, I don't know, let me give you an example. Okay, so for this, I have the body wash, I have the body scrub, and I have the body butter. For this exact line and brand, I have the body wash, body butter, and body scrub. So if you're like me and you want to collect every single thing per item or brand, check these stuff, because had I not did a double take and actually picked it up to read what it was, I wouldn't have had this salt scrub, and I had never seen it before ever. So always check what you are purchasing. There's been other times where I thought I was buying a body wash, turns out it was a shampoo or a conditioner. Things like that happen. That's why you need to read your products, because sometimes I get overwhelmed in stores and I see a name brand, and I'm not gonna lie, I am a name brand shopper. So when I go, oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing, I need to stop. When I go into stores and I see Shea Moisture, Soap and Glory, Dove, Pacifica Beauty, Tree Hut, stuff like that, I just pick it up no matter what it is. If I already had it, I don't tend to pick it up unless it's something that I love. But I am a product shopper. So if it is a name brand product that I have come to love, that maybe YouTube or TikTok has hyped up, I'm going to purchase it because I want to be able to tell for myself and I want to be able to tell you guys. So it's always important to pay attention to what you're buying, because you don't want to also have to come back and return it because you're like, oh, I thought this said shampoo, but it was a body wash. Or vice versa, you wanted a conditioner, you bought a body wash. Just always read what you're purchasing, because sometimes you can find really good things like I did. I thought it was a body butter, I pushed it to the side, turns out it was something that I needed in my collection that I wanted. So just always be mindful, read your products, even if you think you already have it, because sometimes brands like to package items the same, literally this body scrub and body butter. I'm gonna give y'all a comparison. Okay, so I went and grabbed my body butter and they look almost identical. They literally look almost the same. I can't really tell if y'all can see that, but yeah, it almost literally looks identical other than the sizing. Now, I didn't really pay attention to the sizing just because I just pay attention to the looks of it. They look exactly the same. So being that I seen this and already have this, I just pushed it away because I was like, oh, I already have it. Turns out I didn't. And brands love to package stuff so similar like this. So always pay attention to what you are buying. Okay, so my tip number 4 is going to be to always check the clearance section at these discounted stores, because who doesn't love saving money? You're already going to a discounted store saving money, but then you get to save even more money off the discounted price. That's even better. I've had some really good finds that I have got for an even lower price, and this is where it's really important to make sure that you are checking what your product is, checking to make sure that it is safe, checking to make sure that the product isn't tampered with or doesn't have someone's finger in it, that the product isn't missing, that the lid works, that the lid isn't broken, that the top comes with it. You don't want to buy a product that maybe comes like this, for an example, especially because this product comes with a lid. You might want to, you might not want to, but to be safer, you want to buy something with a lid on it. Most of the time, because I used to work at Marshall's myself, we would used to discount hygiene and beauty items that were so messed up that literally need to be thrown in the trash. like makeup that was like broken would get discounted like $3, and like they would still be trying to sell it. There would be beauty products like this one that would literally come like this. Like they would literally want someone to go ahead and buy it already used, already open, and you don't want to be that person to buy it, because like I said, you never know what someone has done with the product that you are trying to buy before you bought it. So especially in the clearance section, always make sure that there is a film on it, no fingerprints. It just looks like brand new, like it hasn't been tampered with. That is super important, because there are some like I said, even though like most of them have been like tampered with, you can really find some really great finds. And sometimes, you know, maybe you don't really care for the lid on this, because sometimes, you know, it just isn't that serious. Maybe it's something that you want for like so long and they only have one of them and they just doesn't have the lid on it, so you might purchase it. I personally would rather purchase like a spray bottle like this that doesn't come with a cap on it than to sit here and purchase a body butter, body scrub, body lotion, body wash, whatever the case is, and have like half in here, or like have it been like half of the product been scooped out. That's wasting your money. Don't do that. There's been times where I've literally experienced every single thing by not like checking my products. So that's why like I'm really talking about it a lot in this like tips for hygiene shopping, because it happens. And I know I'm not the only one, but I've bought in like fragrances, I've bought in body washes, didn't pay attention, and I bought like half used, half open, spilled, malfunction products that like had a leak in it, had like a crack in it. Just check your products seriously, because you don't want to be like me. You do not want to lose out on money, and you don't want to have to drive all the way back to the store to return something that you could have fixed had you had checked at the beginning. Okay, so another tip I just picked up from watching Living Ash is that if you find a rare product or a product that you have been searching for so long, and they have more than one, pick up two. Because the thing is with these Marshalls, TJ Maxx, all these stores that I've already named, is that you never know what they're gonna get. You never know. Someone commented on my video, which I'm not completely sure about, but they say that like these discounted stores, they just like bid on boxes and they never know what they're gonna get. I don't know if I believe that, but it also kind of makes sense considering that like every time you go to these stores, they never have the same things. Sometimes they do, like just depending on like what it is, but like there are some rare things that like you can't find every single time. So if there's something that you really want, or that is rare and you want more than one of them, pick them up. Pick up more than one. Pick up two, maybe three, depending on how much you love it, just because you don't want to run out of it and then like be wishing that, you know, you had bought more than one, or you run out of it and then been wishing like, oh dang, well, why didn't I do that? You just want to save yourself the time and the energy. Just pick up two. Okay, so this is going to be my last tip, and this is one of my favorite. Always go to more than one store. If you have a Ross, a TJ Maxx, a Marshalls, or Burlington, go to all of them. Especially if you are really into hygiene shopping, I say go to all of them. If you're really into it, it'd be really fun. Personally, I love it. Every single time I go home from college and I have my car, I love going hygiene shopping. And also, like, go early morning, because if you go early in the morning, you can like get like the newer items that they had like restocked before the store opened. So I actually added a tip, so make that 6. But yeah, go to more than one store, because what one store carries, the other store might not carry. So you might end up having or like purchasing like a lot of things that you wanted or have been looking for, or a lot of rare items that maybe like you've seen on my card that was selling for $30, but you went to Marshall's and they had it for 10. And then say there's this other item that you really wanted but you've never seen in store, it's expensive online, you go to Burlington and they have it. So just always go to different stores. I personally find it so much fun. It is the only time I like waking up early to go hygiene shopping. That is the only time. Any other time I do not like waking up early, but to wake up at 8 a.m. to go to Burlington as soon as it opens, I love it. If you watch my new Burlington video, that is literally what happened. Like I got a lot of good like Christmas stuff for like really low prices, because I went super early morning. But yeah, just go to a lot of different stores, and most importantly, have fun with it. If you love hygiene, you should have fun hygiene shopping. I don't know, for me it's fun regardless of whether I find a lot of things or whether or not I found a lot. Some days they're better than others. Some days I go hygiene shopping, I go to all of these stores. Now where I live, these stores are like scattered, they're everywhere. One's over here, one's here, one's here, one's here. Like I have to drive all the way across town, and I'm the type of person, I like to go to every single one. So if I have more than one Marshalls near my area, I go to both, which I do personally. There's two near where I live, so I go to both. One's in another city, but like it's like a 10-minute, 20-minute drive like from where I live, so I always go there. And that one has the best stuff compared to the one in my city, so I do that. I travel sometimes just to find like even better finds. We have two Burlington, so I go to both of them. I found that like one is better than the other, but I always check the one that isn't that good, just because you never know. One day they may be better than the one that I love the most. Just really have fun with it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video because I don't know why, I just can't breathe. Every single time I make YouTube videos, I don't be breathing, and it's just, I'm gonna take a deep breath. But anyways, thank you for watching this video, and please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.